All right, welcome back, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am here with Bitcoin on a daily time frame, and I just want to point out a few important things today. I'm going to try to make this as positive as possible without putting my bias on the chart. But as you can see, we have a little green ascending channel from this little bottom that we had. I didn't put the channel all the way to the bottom width. I should, but I'm not gonna right now. I used a 4-hour range, not the daily. But if you can see, I've been already stressing that we have to get above 31,257 for the last few days. We didn't get there. We actually rejected right off that level. We tested into that lower fib and we rejected again. Yesterday, we kind of just went sideways and consolidated, which is not a bad thing if you're up. If you're on the bottom and you're going sideways and consolidating, showing that, hey, you can't get higher, well, what does that tell you guys? That shows you that there's weakness to the upside, and we want to probably look for a lower low to show support, so then we can confirm that support to go up. So as you can see, our volume is dying off. We are going sideways in this little triangle consolidation. The main thing I want to point out today is this level right here. 29,830, I guess. Closing under this is gonna initiate the possibilities of going lower. And if we close under that with a 4-hour open and close, I'm gonna assume we're gonna retest this bottom and close out all the people who bought in excitement, thinking the bottom is in. I'm expecting to test their will by seeing if this is the bottom or not, and I am expecting that 28,678 will have one more test. Closing outside this green channel, I have this red measured move. So if this is the candle that we close, and then we opening and closing under this fib, this 29,388, I'm expecting the next 4 hours to consolidate within this level. It's a $1,000 range. And if we can hold 28,678 and not break it, I'd be looking for some sideways, and then I'm looking for the retracement to kick in with volume to the upside. If we don't get that, and my assumption is the market maker is going to push it down heavier to basically retest this larger wick all the way to 25, we'll know that right away that that is a possibility with 4-hour open and closes under 28,678. We're already under this fib and we just about to close this, and I'm going to go to a 4-hour to show you that. But the point I'm trying to make is that if we already are showing weakness now, this next 4-hour candle, which will be right before New York Open, if the New York Open doesn't show you bullish momentum to the upside and there's any kind of hesitation or fear of Powell, interest rates, etc., I'm expecting this downside move to come in quicker and quicker. I also would highly suggest you guys watch the video that me and Greg Pappas put out yesterday. We don't just put out videos for fun. I wanted to show you guys Dixie and Japanese yen compared to how Bitcoin was acting for the last 7-8 weeks. Look at what Japanese yen and Dixie did for the last 7-8 weeks, and I'm just going to show you that right here on a weekly. Here's Bitcoin on the last 7-8 weeks, and then here's Dixie on the last 7-8 weeks. Okay, you can see the inverse correlation to that asset. Here's Dixie, and then here's Japanese yen. All right, Japanese yen has been going on a rampage. It's starting this retracement right now. We want this to go down. If these assets go down, we know that money might flow into crypto, aka Bitcoin, and I have this channel for Dixie because I do expect it to consolidate down, and I'm hoping for that to give Bitcoin the green flag to go to the upside. But this wick over here is showing you the whole world is focusing on Dixie, the dollar index. World is buying dollar to support their currencies due to high inflation. So if Dixie keeps rallying up, I expect crypto to go down. So back to Bitcoin. As I was saying, we have this 4-hour close just occurring, and let's see real quick. So the 4-hour close already occurred. We closed under the level that I wanted. Also, we are opening under there. And now we have this little sliver of wiggle room before we break this ascending channel. And the reason why I put this little trend line here This is what retail was probably looking at. And then even these MM crypto and YouTubers are like, oh, this is an inverse head and shoulder, blah, 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 blah. Well, if it is, it would have broke this high and we would have continued to the higher. We did not. We actually now are back under the 21 EMA, and now everyone's going to hold their breath for 4 hours to 8 hours to make sure that, hey, are we going to get back above the 21 EMA and open and close, or is this candle going to lose this channel, and then the next 4-hour candle is going to be under this channel and under this fib again, kind of cementing the downward path, being the one with least resistance. If we do break this channel, we have this Bollinger Band, which is at 29,300. Hopefully we don't break under that with an open and close with a 4-hour, because you know what I will do when that happens. If that happens, we're looking for lower. We're going to be looking for a new low, and that means we are probably going to test this 29,100, and going under that, you got this 28,792, the $28,800 level, which is the fib. Two major fibs are here, and going under that with any 4-hour opens and closes, now we're looking at deeper retracements such as 27.5 and then 25 altogether. The measured move out of this little price range, I would say, was this move right here. Okay, that looks a little deep. I'm going to adjust that just to be fair. Can't even do that, so let me just. I'm looking for a measured move like this to the downside. So I'm expecting this $27,500 area to definitely come into a retest. And then if we lose that, it's gonna, if we get into this range, into this tail of this candle, that means whoever bought this up officially is now maybe not even there to defend it anymore. And this distribution right here, this is what everyone was like, oh, this is an inverse head and shoulder, we're going to the moon. We did not go, we failed, and then look what happened. We made a head and shoulder. This is what I was telling everyone in my Discord group. Everyone was like, I see inverse head and shoulder, and I was like, oh, I see a head and shoulder forming. This was painted. This little inverse head and shoulder was painted for retail to long, and they longed by just seeing this wick. If anyone got in this level, that's a different story. But everyone probably chased the price around here and then just wrote it up. And they expected, hey, you know, it's going to go higher and higher and higher. People were screaming like 33,000 and this and that. I'm just like, I don't know how you guys are making money in this market, but that is not how I trade. And this is why I said, look at this. And this whole week is going to be like this. I did not even get my weekly confirmation above 31,257 with an open and close of a weekly candle to say, hey, we are going up. So we have another 4 days left in this week, so we still can have that happen because this is Bitcoin. But first, let's just focus on the 4-hour. Let's get this 4-hour above 29,830, and we can get above that 21 EMA. And then I'm going to say, hey, this resistance to the upside is now going to get tested. And we can look into, after breaking the 21 EMA, we can look at the 55 EMA at 30,800, 30,900. But until we get even higher than this, everything is going to be me saying, hey, we're going to roll over. We're going to roll over. This is distribution. We're not making new highs. We're getting now to the point where we're making new lows locally, not globally, locally, because the new global low will be when we come under this. But this is all local, and this is just to put pressure on anyone who bought the dip. If we keep testing this level and we don't make a lower low other than here, and then start making higher highs again, then this, I will be the first one to tell you guys, yes, this is the new low. I don't think we're gonna get under here, etc., etc., etc. As of right now, I am not saying that because this volume is completely lackluster and actually dying down. I need it to show me strength on the way up, and this 4-hour candle has the possibility, but we are under the 21 EMA as well as this fib, and this last candle that just closed was not great, but it doesn't show you that there's strength to the downside. It doesn't show you there's strength to the upside. So we're just waiting for this next 4-hour candle with New York open to show us direction. And usually, if you guys have been following along with us, the first hour of the market is usually euphoric as it is. So we can expect the market to hopefully rise into the first hour of New York session, which is in about an hour and a half from now. Aside from that, I'm gonna go to Ethereum, and feel free, guys, if you have any questions or concerns, to ask me them. Let me actually clone this. This is if we actually break out. I expect this. So when we make a new 4-hour open and close higher than 31,257, I expect quick moves. And I'm already saying, hey, we're going to test this green channel top. We're going to break even almost this 100 and this fib. So this is where I'm looking for it to go in like the next few days after getting up 31,257 with 4-hour open and closes on volume. If we get to 31,257 and you get this amazing candle and the volume is this lackluster, you know, it is not breaking any like highs, then I'm gonna just tell you it's a dead cat bounce, probably gonna roll over. And that's exactly what I'm waiting to see. Are we gonna, even if we do get to this 55 EMA, guys, we are not making a new high. We are just stopping out late shorters. People who are trying to short these wicks to the bottom thinking, hey, it's gonna break down. When we pump up, we're just closing them out. We're doing it again and again. This is called chop. This is consolidation and chop. That's what that is. All right, I'm gonna stop ranting. Let me go to Ethereum on a daily and let me just give you guys my perspective. Ethereum on a daily is doing what Bitcoin is doing, consolidate. We have our little triangle consolidation that I had drawn out. I removed because of this ascending back into this orange channel. Let's see how much we can hold. But until we're getting up and closing candles above 2,154, I'm not looking for higher targets. I'm looking for lower targets. And if we lose this $1,995 on the daily open and close, which we are kind of testing into that area right now with this breaking down on this green channel. If we go under here and we're outside this orange channel as well with open and close, I'm looking for the target to come to 17.15 again and test. There's no reason not to assume that this wick isn't going to get retested because this was a fast move up on high volume. I mean, it was a fast move down on high volume and this was bought up as well, but this could be short stops. This could be somebody waiting here to buy a long because I was stressing that I wanted a long over here myself. At this point, they took this long on this fib and they already took their profit on the golden pocket. And if anything, they probably put on a short around here to hedge themselves to the downside. And if market does go down, that's fine. They can re-look to long while holding that short. There's no one who says you can only have one position. All the people I trade with have like 15 positions. You'll take a long, you'll take a short, you'll take a hedge on another quarterly contract. You can even buy spot and use leverage. There's so many different options in trading. You got to know how you want to trade to know what style works best for you and then move accordingly. So I'm just ranting on my style. I know that everyone loves me saying 21 EMA, 21 EMA, but these squiggly lines, these EMAs are just a guide. This fib is also a guide, and this channel is a guide. So I'm using 3 major things to see, hey, is there confluence saying that this is a proper area to enter or exit? And that's the point I'm trying to make. This 21 EMA is going to coincide with this 2357. So even if we just shoot up, we're going to hit that level, the 21 EMA and this green top of this channel. And I expect resistance over here if price can just shoot up here. As of right now, we're on defense to the downside because this daily candle is retesting the lows. As long as we don't make a new low under $2,000, which I've been stressing with the open and close, today's daily, we can look for upside. Again tomorrow, right after daily close, we can look for a quick reaction back up. But if we lose these lows and we close under, the next day I expect right after daily close to start moving quicker to the downside to test this wick. The second we get into this wick's area, this buying range of this wick, it's gonna be quick because this quick move is gonna give you a quick reaction, whichever way it wants to go. So keep that in mind, guys. Let me go to the 4-hour on Ethereum, and Ethereum is doing the exact same thing as Bitcoin. We're opening and closing under the 21 EMA. And another thing I want to point out is people would have thought that this is a doji and they're trying to take a long. Well, you could take a long, but your stop loss just triggered because now you're outside of my green channel. You're opening and closing out almost on the low. So if you took a long, you're probably not there anymore. More than likely, all these smart guys saw this as a head and shoulder and not an inverse head and shoulder. And this is a Quasimodo head and shoulder, but this definitely wasn't an inverse. It just didn't have the volume, didn't have the structure. All the things that I look for, it wasn't there. Another thing is, I'll give you another move prediction. We already broke out. So this is where I'm looking for this move to come to. And it's coming into this tail. And this is going to be defense time. And if we don't support price over here and turn it around quickly, like don't even come all the way this low because you're in the buying tail area, more than likely you're just going to flush down really quickly. Just as fast as this wick occurred is what I'm expecting to happen again. But this time, whoever had money here waiting is now the money is gone. You already spent it. So when it comes back over here, this is going to be weaker. And then this area is going to be more likely to break down. We might hit this like 2-3 times. Like that's why I have this little consolidation here, because I don't know how long it'll take. I can't guess something like that, but I can say that, hey, if we come over here, you can consolidate. We'll get everyone thinking, oh yeah, this is the bottom, buy, long. Take all their money, then boom. Have the liquidation level here, right? Everyone's gonna have a stop loss over here. And then when we do break under it, all those triggers will just force price down really quickly. So that is my thoughts on Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave it in section below. I will get back to you ASAP. If you have any requests for other assets that you want me to cover, just let me know in the comment section below and I will get back to you ASAP. I will make a video just for you guys because our group is very small and I'm here to accommodate. So if there's an asset you want me to cover, I will do my best to give it justice. Aside from that, guys, a lot of people commented on the video yesterday. I just want to thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the feedback. It lets me know I'm doing what you guys want and I'm not just wasting time. So I greatly appreciate it. And just for you guys, I want to point out one more thing. The volume is decreasing, okay? So this 4-hour candle, if we just float around here and we don't go down too hard and this candle volume is low, I don't think the deeper retracement will kick in. We can basically come into this area and bounce up really hard after the 4-hour candle close and retest this channel, bounce up, take this high, retest and go higher. So I am not doom and gloom. I'm not saying we can go down, we can go down. I'm just saying volume is decreasing. So we do have a fair opportunity to go up as long as we don't make new lows under $2,000. As long as we can hold this fib and go sideways and the next candle we can have some buy volume come through. Well, that buy volume, which is like about noon, it will be, so the market will be open for like an hour or two. If the market opens up down and people are selling off, well, in the afternoon, maybe dip buyers step up and start just making price go up. So keep in mind that both possibilities are there. We have to wait and see how this 4-hour candle closes. And I'm not even going to touch anything until the market opens and I like see how it's opening for at least like an hour. But if you guys want these real-time updates, don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications, and join my Discord group. Everyone is in there, and I usually am there all day talking, joking, and we shoot ideas back and forth. So if you don't get enough information in these videos, you will get it real time in the Discord group. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day and trade safe. Don't forget, no matter what, I will always love you. Bye-bye.